Say my name. Say my name.
Shh,
Say it.
disturbed.
No. Oh, never mind. Hello.
Hey, everybody. Oh my goodness, what a day.
Second show already that we.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. Episode number 13, Uncovering the Truth. Nancy Guthrie and Nolan Wells cases. True crime, justice.
It's a long title, isn't it, guys? Mm-hmm. I hope everybody else is having a good Friday.
Yes.
Because mine's pretty much been pretty shitty.
Yeah, I think both of our Fridays have been cooked.
Yeah. My whole month has been one thing after the other after the other. It's been nuts. And then you have the same thing, but a different situation, like a different timing and everything for everything.
Yeah, and oops,
Hey,
I almost
Mama.
forgot that.
Hey,
Mama
Jess.
Donna's in the house. We
In the
got Jess in the house. Also, just a quick update. It's been a little chaotic here with my pops. So there may be a chance that I will have to dip. So we're going to try and get everything going with the show and everything and get as much information in there just in case we have to dip. Everything will be good because at least we gave you guys good content.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he's been actually, I was thinking today, it's been raining quite a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And when it's been thundering, his
Trigger.
loud noises like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I noticed something, and I meant to ask my mom if she has. Well, I can't even really ask her because she's just like at her wit's end. But it's like I was thinking today, and it was thundering earlier, and I was like, "Oh wait!" And then that's when he started, and he kept like pacing back and forth, and he came into the office 4 times today.
It may be that he's trying to find out where that noise is coming from.
Well, he goes to the corner. So you see that white box that we have there? That's
Mm-hmm.
like a pull-out like mattress bed.
Mm-hmm.
So right on the other side, where you can't really see it, but on the other side, there's like some boxes that completes that, like the mattress is folded up. But he'll walk over there, he'll look over there, then he'll look at those pictures behind me, and he'll just stand there for a couple minutes, and then he leaves. But I noticed, and then I've been noticing because I'm trying to find what his triggers are so that we can,
Yeah.
make sure that we don't repeat that in the house. But
Mm-hmm.
today I was like, oh, wait a minute, it's been thundering again. And now he's starting because he had that look on his face. And I tried
Yeah.
to talk to him a couple times when I went to go get like water or whatever. And he just gave me that look like he didn't respond to me. So I was like, and then I looked at my mom and I was like I just like kind of like did like a heads up kind of thing. And
Yeah.
my mom like was like, yeah. So that's how I knew. And then he kept coming in here like 2 more times. And then that's when I was like, oh crap. Good
Yeah.
thing is that my sister came over with her friend. They're still here. And I think that kind of like helped snap them out of it.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Hey, Miss Roxanne. It's
hey,
anytime
Roxanne,
he's your sister or the grandbaby, right?
it's mostly the baby. When the baby
Or the
comes
great
over,
grandbaby.
he's like he gets so happy.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so, but my sister's like the one that like usually will
Yeah. Line them
help.
out.
Yeah, because I can't
Mm-hmm.
do it. If I do it, he thinks he'll think that I'm trying to fight him.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. He sees you as a threat when he's in that.
Yeah, because he even today when I noticed it and I tried talking to him and and then I came back into the office. He, my mom then came like maybe 10 minutes later and she said, we'll try not to say nothing to him, see what happens. Because he's already been like, who's that guy in the office? Who's that guy over there? So he already forgot that, I'm his son. So
Yeah.
we kind of just like didn't talk to him, just let him pace, let him do his thing, and then she came, and now he seems to be good. But just in case if I got a dip, fam, everybody watching, I apologize.
Everybody
It's
knows. We
just
understand.
something that we just got to go through. So, all right. With that being said, let's get 13 going. Episode 13 going. Should we talk? Should we tell them about the alter ego?
Yeah, go ahead.
Nah,
Yeah. Do that. Because I'm excited.
we
Tell 'em
may
about
there may do we like. Nah, you know what? Just nah. We won't.
you just
We
gonna let
won't.
it be. Okay.
I'll
Never
text
mind.
you why. Yeah, I'll text you why, because when it bada bing bada boom it happens, then it'll be a lot more fun.
Yes,
So
already episode 13.
yeah, can you believe we survived 13 episodes? She hasn't kicked me off the show yet. Unfreaking believable. I thought seriously, chat. I really thought I was only gonna last like maybe a couple shows, and then she was
Oh,
just gonna be like,
hush.
"Yeah, I got to get rid of you and just fire me." But
I saw
I've
your
lasted.
potential before you did.
Thank you,
Well,
Roxanne. I
I
appreciate
had to
it. We
remind you
need,
of your potential.
yeah, we need all the prayers that we can get from my pops. So, all right, let's get into it. Nancy Guthrie. That's basically on everyone's mind.
Yeah. Also, did y'all see that picture I posted on X with his
Which
banana? Oh my
Oh,
God,
the
that didn't
banana
sound.
phone. Oh my
I should have
goodness.
came out and said banana phone. Oh my gosh, so cute. Um, please explain your
Boy.
alter ego. Are you gonna do that tomorrow?
I think maybe it all depends because I want to do it. No, I can't give no info though.
Okay.
See, because if I give any hints, it's got to be a surprise.
Okay.
And I kind of ruined it already. I mean, that was I totally blew it. But it's another character that we're gonna bring into the show. Maybe
I hope.
this guy is like, you think I'm crazy on my rants? You haven't seen nothing yet when this guy comes out. Holy moly! All right, Nancy Guthrie. Yeah. So, like, you want to talk about the remains that got washed up that we pretty
Yeah.
much get the.
Yeah, we can bring up the go ahead and bring that clip up. But they found some remains about, I think it was like 15, 20 minutes from Nancy's, and they couldn't identify. Oh, okay. Hey,
Oh, thank
thanks for
you.
coming in.
Yeah, thanks. We appreciate it. Welcome, welcome.
I think I'm if I'm not mistaken, I think I subbed to your channel yesterday.
Venomous truth.
Rattlesnakes or something. Is that you? I'm almost positive I did.
I will say though that your handle, that name, that's badass.
Yeah,
That's coup de la. Venomous truth. I love
love
that.
it. Yeah, love it. It's
Like
very different.
like that. That is a catchy gamer tag too. Venomous truth on the battle. Oh man, somebody sees you get pawned by a dude that's named Venomous. I hope he's a dude. Oh god. Well, either way, Venomous truth. That is cool de la. Like I love that name. I may actually have to create another account and use that. I'll talk. I'll have my people reach out to your people. Venomous truth, but I love that name. I may have to use it.
Mr. or Mrs.
Yes. Yes.
Hey,
Definitely.
True.
We got
Hi.
True in the house.
True be
And then
you. And I love how the chat comments are up on the screen now, so
yes.
that for people on replay, they know what the hell we're talking about when we don't read the whole thing out. I noticed that, and I
Oh.
was like, yes, it's badass.
Okay, so you know how you told me to go ahead and do that thing? And I was like, let's talk about it a little bit more.
Did you go ahead and do it?
I actually just to see if it would happen, and I got the email that we got approved.
Awesome.
You want to talk about it?
Nope, I'm gonna let you do it.
That's what I'm saying. You want me to bring it up real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, everybody. We have some exciting news. We are now partnered. So
Hey,
something
Angel.
came up earlier today. I'm not going to be long with this because we're going to jump into Nancy Guthrie. And a lot of you know that I am a gamer still. So I work hard. I have a full-time job, just, and every now and then I love to game on my PC and I love to play Battlefield. So one of the biggest things that a lot of partners in this field, like streamers and stuff like that, are people with energy drinks and things like that. So something came across my feed earlier today and I looked into it and I said, "Oh, all right, you know what, apply or whatever, see what happens." And I guess they look at your content and all that stuff. So today at 3:33, we got the email that the Brick by Brick the show has been approved to be a partner with DUBBYEnergy. There's going to be more info. I'm going to have a link that we're going to create because they gave me a link for a discount code. So you're going to start to see us start promoting, and this is beneficial for us as well because this is going to help the channel grow and just get more notice out there and stuff like that. So it's a win-win for both parties involved, and they already have like big time streamers with them, like really, really big, huge channels. So I want to do more for our show to get more, to get us more out there. So this is great news for us. It's gonna help with the algorithm and everything else. So I just wanted to just let you guys know that we're growing and things are happening, and it's all because of you. So with that being said, sweetheart, take it away.
Okay. Do you want to just play that video? Because I'm sure just about everybody's already seen it. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, you're gonna thank you. You're gonna narrate it.
It talks. It's about the body they found. Hey, Lake Life.
It's about the body that they found. No,
Which
this is
one?
the first one.
Oh, the van.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Do the van then.
Well, what
Roll the clip.
which one do you wait? You're all over the place. See,
You had one ready to bring up
I
the
send
stage.
you one picture with me holding a banana, and like you just like that's it. You can't even concentrate now. You're like all over the place. Yeah, that's what I figured. Okay, so you want me to play the van or you want me to play the other one?
Surprise me.
Oh my goodness.
Do the van. We'll do
Okay.
the van first. Okay,
right.
so
Give
those of you
context.
who follow JLR, I was sent a message the other day from Libby6, and she showed me where JLR was talking about he got some information from some neighbors that they saw a white van around Nancy's house a few days before she went missing. So here's a clip from his live, and it's also on Crystal's crime board under videos.
So I'm like 2 blocks away from Nancy's. I'm on Carmino, Miracle. So if anyone knows the location, I saw a van.
Yes, that creepy ass vine. Hey, Truth.
Well, but here's another case in point. Look at all these homes under construction. I don't know if it's pixelated, but I saw something.
Oh my god, that thunder just scared me.
I want to get Mark on the show.
The group of people that we just saw past that SUV. There were.
I'll get him on. I'll ask him after he gets back from Tucson.
Look.
I don't know how long he's planning on being there though.
Look at this. What the heck is this? On a dirt road. What the heck is going on here? White van. Psycho closer.
Oh, okay. I see what you're
A
saying.
suspicious white van on the side of the road with its doors open. Suspicious white.
Is that it?
Yeah,
Oh,
there's
Hmm.
that one.
yeah, Lake Life. I know, right?
I'll
Do you have
rewind
a
it.
channel, Lake Life? If you want one of the mods to drop it, just let us know. Yes, Mama. I was watching it live too, and it was like just a couple days after he got there. Now this one, isn't this the one you just played?
Yeah, did you want me to just replay the creepy van?
No, it's fine. I mean, it's fine. I mean, everybody saw what they needed to see, pretty much.
Oh, shout out to Juicy for having his charges dropped too.
I know that's right.
So
I popped in his chat last night and told him congrats.
yeah. All right, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, just that van, the guy, I wish you had the video up. Let me see. Anyways, he was just the way he was acting, he was so freaking sus, was he not? Like he walks around, first he's in like, the big door, and then he's looking suspicious as hell. He doesn't want to be seen. And then when JLR like stopped the car from like behind him, he goes over to the driver's side, like he's just about to just get in there and dip. Like, I don't know, maybe JLR scared him or something. I don't know. But either way, that just rubbed me the wrong way. And I have not stopped with that van. We talk about it quite often.
Oops.
I don't think she's doing a channel, Angel.
So, and then as you guys know, there were some reports. When was it reported? Yesterday, right?
Yes, yesterday.
Yesterday, there were reports coming that remains were found. So this is the article from Tucson,
Mm-hmm.
and it states, I don't know, I think the chat can read that, but the Tucson Police Department confirmed the human remains were found near a wash on Thursday morning. According to TPD, the remains were found near Silver Lake Road and Interstate 10 on August 13th at 7 a.m. in the morning. The Pima County office and the medical examiner has taken custody of the human remains. Details are limited at this time.
Yep.
So,
and they're saying that it is not that it's not related. They said that awfully fast.
how the hell did they, like, how? It takes time to get DNA.
Yes. So that was my thought, is that was something that Shanna had said too. My thoughts on that were maybe it was something that was found with the skeletal remains. Maybe it was an article of clothing. Maybe it was I don't know, just something to where they could rule it out, or maybe they knew it was a man. I don't know. Or the height could have been off. I don't know. Just any little thing like that. And Lake Life, yes, this case has my head spinning too. I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone.
Thank you for
It's like,
stopping by, though.
yeah, it's like
We
one thing
appreciate
to
it.
another. Case just keeps changing. Yes. Oh my gosh, those signs. Exactly. They try to dismiss things so quickly. Like, I wish they would let us know. Just because I say no, I can disagree. I can agree to disagree with you, Snooperella. I just don't feel like it's cartel related. But like you said in Discord though, it could be somebody that was working for the cartel. And maybe they were going to owe them some money, maybe they got robbed or something. They were trying to make a quick buck. I don't know. Yes, the 84-year-old woman in the helicopter. I was watching that live too. That was the same night as Carlos, if I'm not mistaken. And nothing came of that. But the signs, though, they helicoptered it over to Phoenix and quickly dismissed it. Like, how did they know that it wasn't relevant? Coward is the nice way of putting it. But yes, who
Yeah,
steals an 84-year-old woman from her bed? It is, I mean, that's supposed to be her safe spot to keep her allow something like that. Yeah, that's very true, Liberty. Everything is quickly dismissed. Everything. It's not related. It's not related. It's not real. That's all we've heard this whole damn 6 months. It's been
yeah, but if it's
194 days.
and the crazy thing is that if it was somebody else's remains, oh, well, you know, you have to wait like 3 months before the medical examiner can find out, you know, whose DNA it is, and then the story just gets forgotten. This, it's just like it's like the turnover is 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Then it's being reported, oh, it's got nothing to do with this. Like, really?
Mm-hmm.
But then don't forget, there's also that, isn't it? It's like an ancient grave site or something not too far away, like
Oh yeah, the
a
burial
native,
ground.
yeah, the
Yeah,
burial
where
ground.
that one bone that AJ found. Is that what you're
Yeah,
referring to? That was like
yeah.
600 years old. Yeah,
So it's just like, could this be something from there that washed up?
I hear you on that, Lake Life. I think it pisses us all off because I mean she's 84 years old and the family's not doing shit in our eyes anyway. I mean, not what us ordinary folk would do. I mean, we would be out there freaking demanding answers or demanding that they release something so that the public could help. So I mean, I just in my mind, I feel like anything they say that they do or that they've done behind the scenes still isn't enough. I'm sorry, it's not. Did it? I don't think. I think they have an idea of who did it or who might be responsible or played a part in it. That thunder is ridiculous. And I think that these washes where all their rain and everything is starting to wash stuff up. I mean, I think that's how they found the skeleton remains because it was in a wash.
And if you see where that remain was, there's a lot of erosion. There was a lot of erosion.
Was there?
Yeah. Because if you look at the angle of where the bone was, so I don't know why the hell they bury bodies where there's a lot of washes.
Because the ground is so hard there, they can't really penetrate the ground very, very far.
You
That was
can't
one thing.
mess. The thing is, you can't mess with Mother Nature. When she's coming with her wash, that stuff is going to happen. You're going to get things like that to start eroding.
Millions in TNA just disappear. I don't think that they're in protective custody. But that is a good theory.
Damn, the chat's bringing it.
Yeah. Hiding. Press 1 if you think the family could be involved. I started it. Because every single thing, no matter what, has tried to turn me from it, detour me from it. It just like I go right back to the family. I go right back to them keeping the car. Last people to see them. Hi, Wild Country. What? I love it when they're doing.
We got a 2. We got a 3. What?
Hey, Brenda, how are you doing?
Yeah, you guys are awesome.
Yeah. No, I don't think they're solely like. I don't think either one of them is like porch guy or anything. I just think that they may know something. Not so much that they planned it or anything like that. I think that they know something. Something's not adding up. I don't know.
It's almost like they're protecting someone.
Yes. And I think at the beginning, Savannah, she didn't want her mind to go that way or to think that way or, but maybe, I don't know. And then also, how did Savannah know about the shoes? Not wearing shoes, and that she was begging for her life. Okay. We discussed that the other day, that they had to have had some kind of footage to show the family. Yes. Rather they are directly or indirectly, somehow they are involved, I feel, allegedly. Yeah. Hey, Robin, how are you? Yes, elder abuse. That's another one. That card. That was up on the door. I mean, I don't care how people, like, some people are, that it happens after, okay, then you're on a crime scene.
A crime scene that wasn't protected.
Right. And I would still like to know the point of entry of A&T as well. Because like I've said before, there's blood in the front, and then the back doors were propped open with flower pots. So if they get there and they see something like that, wouldn't they call 911 like immediately and not be there 5 to 7 minutes before calling? Oh, really? Really, Lake? See, I felt like she might have been being naive, like her mind not wanting to go there until her more recent plea for there's 8 within 2 miles of Nancy.
That's crazy.
Wow. And that doesn't even, limit family that lives there but has a relative or something that comes to visit that could be on the registry.
And then you got people that just drive right through there and nobody has an idea.
Yeah.
That you have some of those.
Does anybody else think that Sue Ellen acts suspicious? Or do y'all just think she's crazy, a nut, batshit crazy, a nut? Lake Life said she found 13. Jess, I know. Sue Ellen is something else. Why hasn't she gotten in trouble yet? Why hasn't she gotten in trouble? I mean, she's tried to like literally run over YouTubers.
Well, Truth and Vine said, I got a feeling Savannah didn't trust A. I've been saying it for quite a little bit of time now that I think her her trust in the family has now dwindled. I think she's stepping off a little bit.
I understand that, Wild Country. That's when I'm not. I'm just saying that to the outside, we would be like with Savannah and her celebrity status and having NBC right there at her hands. Like I think I could speak for just about all of us, especially in true crime, that we feel like she should have been more vocal. Because
Yeah.
really, if you think about it, all she would have to do is just take like 30 seconds and ask people to please go out there and start searching. And she would have people, hundreds of people from all over the place who do not give a shit about what the sheriff says, and would go out there and do that for her. That's what I mean, All Country.
Our thing is just when you have the platform that she has and the reach that she has, I know I would have done a hell of a lot more.
Oh, that's not allegedly, Jess. I dug all that up way back when. She would know how to get rid of phones and all that.
Yep,
Um,
exactly, mama.
yeah,
Put
there's a lot.
billboards.
There's a lot that family could have done, and no, we don't need proof. But if they were doing it, the media would have picked up on it, like they do any other case.
Especially how big this case has gotten.
Yes. So I just feel like the family, personally, I don't think the family's done enough. But
And the good thing about this platform is that you can disagree and we can all disagree with each other.
Yeah. Well, that's okay. I mean, we, like you just said, we can all agree to disagree and all that. But Sue Ellen, she was crazy from the start, though. Like, I mean, it was like the first, second week that an elderly person, one of her neighbors, went missing, and she's already acting crazy. Like, was she not? Why wasn't she worried? She wasn't concerned. Oh, thank you, Wild Country. Appreciate
Yeah,
you.
thank you, country. We appreciate you.
Absolutely. Yeah, well, the first plane though that was searching, when it first happened, didn't even have the experience to do what they were trying to do, because Nanos had gotten rid of all of the experienced officers so that he can control them, in my opinion, allegedly, um, in the sheriff's department. So that entire thing was like completely, I mean, unless they were just trying to spot something, because they weren't trained. Amen. Like, amen.
Yep. That's another thing too. And then
Amen.
wasn't the Lee Gifford chick? What's her name? A couple weeks ago.
Oh yeah, she was.
Kathy Lee Gifford. Something else is.
Yeah,
I think she uses
she
her
brought
maiden
up.
name now. She was supposed to have an interview, but the family reached out and said, "Please don't say nothing." And then she
Oh,
said,
I
"Out
didn't
of
see
respect."
that.
Yeah, and then she said, "Out of respect, I'm not gonna speak on this." Yeah, this was like a week and a half ago, 2
Hey,
weeks ago.
Charlotte.
I'll bring it up.
Yeah, please do, because the only one I saw was where she said something about she hopes it's not what she thinks it is. Sacrifice. I have heard that so many times. I have heard that so many times. Yeah. See, I don't know. Like something is super fishy. I think we can all agree on that. Something is super fishy. Somebody is covering for somebody, or they just don't have enough evidence. It's because I
Yeah.
mean, Nana's botched this crap from the very beginning. You know, the mat is still there, and that mat, I cannot believe that mat was never taken. Oh, I'm so pissed off about that freaking mat. I just wouldn't take that. No, I'm just gonna be quiet. Um, yeah, something's going on. Like we all know Nanos is not the best sheriff, in my
So it
opinion.
says here, Kathy Lee Gifford initially shared public messages and called for prayers after Savannah Guthrie's mom, Nancy Guthrie, went missing. However, Gifford later mentioned that Savannah asked her and others close to the family not to discuss the ongoing investigation on public shows or podcasts.
Yeah, Mama Donna, I saw that. I didn't know about the mat until I was on Mark the Shark's channel with him, and he was showing drone footage, and I happened to see that as well, and it was still there. It is a giant shit show. I agree. Oh my goodness. What is up with Savannah calling Mark Kelly, and then Mark Kelly is not even out talking to the public? But he made it known that she called him. Pool people just walking all over the property. Talk about that one neighbor going over there with her dog and letting her dog pee in the freaking yard. It's a freaking crime scene, people.
See, this is unfortunately, this is what we have now to deal with.
Yeah. And why did they go ahead and give the family access back to the house after 2 days or 3 days? Why? What was the purpose of that? None of them were living there. The house was empty.
This is see, whenever your local authorities botch an investigation and then it gets to the point where it is now, this is what you get. Things like this. The
I'm glad.
measurements of a doorway. What is that gonna accomplish? What is that gonna prove?
Well, they can know exactly where the perp was standing.
You have a full video of that already.
Yeah, but to pinpoint it for a trial. So they can like do a matchup. If they do find who Porch Guy is, they can do a matchup. You know.
Thank you, Charlotte. We appreciate it. Yeah,
Yes.
we're not gonna. There's never gonna I will not allow drama crap over here. We had an announcement. What was it? Last show.
Mm-hmm.
Last show with in lieu of
Or
what's
Monday.
going on, or Monday.
Episode 11.
Was it 11?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What in lieu of what's been going on X and with other channels fighting and stuff like that, we are not going to be associated with any of that. We wish them all the best of luck. God bless all of them. And there's
No
kids,
drama.
yeah, there's kids involved, there's wives involved, and we're not stooping to any level. So we just want them to figure it out and get
We're
along.
doing our own thing.
Yeah, and we're doing our own thing over here. So that's what we're striving for.
Roxanne, I could not agree with you more. What is up with letting your 84-year-old mom? I don't give a crap if she was set in her ways or whatever. She was 84 with health conditions, living on her own. Where was the proper security in place? Where? Especially since Savannah was just there doing the homecoming. I mean, I'm sure she's beating herself up enough and really doesn't want to hear anything else, negative about it, because I can only imagine the guilt going through her mind. But still, It's so
You're
sad.
good. You would still, even if your mom still was just like, don't bring that camera in here, you're still going to do it. You still do it. Get one of the other kids to take her out and then just call the people in and say, hey, just set up cameras. Like, don't listen to my mom. I'll pay the bill. And just do it because you care that much. I'm not saying that no one in her family cares, but still, you still do it because you never know. I mean, look at all the scams that are targeting our elderly in this country now. Try and get their, using PayPal and stuff like that. Like, this stuff happens. So, like, you gotta like protect your, if you have elderly parents, like you gotta do everything to protect them. Like my mom, like she's got this house, set up with like a fortress. I mean, there's cameras everywhere. Like, fam, in the chat, let me tell you something. Sometimes I'm in the shower. I'm not gonna get graphic, okay? But sometimes I'm in the shower and I'm like looking around to see like if there's any like hidden cameras in there. I mean, that's how many cameras she's got all over the place. Because my dad has a tendency of like walking out of the house and then it's hell for us to get him back inside the house. So like even though she's with him all the time, she still went over and beyond and set up cameras. Why? Because you care. You know
Mhm.
that he's going through something, so you do it. In this case, okay, mom, I get it. You're independent, blah, 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 whatever. Put the damn cameras in there. Because it could have probably like, see, even your dog agrees with me. Like you you're gonna take every step you can to make sure that your parents are always taken care of. Just not your parents, like just anyone that's elderly. Like you're gonna look out for people that you care about.
Yeah. And I mean, why wouldn't the kids want that anyway? Because that would give them peace of mind that they could just
Mhm.
go look and stuff. Like it doesn't make sense to me.
Plus, with the motion cameras outside, that it can alert you on your
Mhm.
phone. So if one of the kids are at home, whatever, and it detects some kind of motion sensor, boom, like hello, something's going on. Like,
Well, the life alert is kind of more dangerous for somebody with a pacemaker. You can have one, but say she turned over or something like that and it pressed up too hard up against where her pacemaker is. Um, I read that could have some effects to it. Um, Miss Roxanne, whenever you're doing something that you don't want them to know what you're doing, you just cut those damn cameras off, but let them have it for peace of mind. I would. At least one outside, at least one out front, and one out back or something. They don't have to know what you're doing inside their house. Yeah. I wouldn't be able to sleep at night not knowing if my mom's okay. Especially Savannah living out of state. And it already seems like she didn't trust Annie that much. Or that they didn't get along.
yeah, I was going to say, didn't it also seem like some things came out early on that there was like some trust issues within the family itself
Um,
with at least the one daughter and the son?
I can't really go by that because it's like hearsay. Um, you're ornery. Uh-oh. I would give them a little peace of mind. You can always cut the cameras off whenever you don't want them to see anything.
But this is when you get to a certain age, though.
Yes. But if your kids are already asking for that, I would give that to them, especially at night. Did y'all also notice how many people in Nancy's neighborhood ended up getting security after all this happened? I mean, we saw security truck after security truck and new signs up and everything.
Well, yeah, because there's also a lot of crazy stuff that's happening around that area.
Well, yeah, but I mean, people were scared. They were scared.
Yeah.
But you know, they
I'm
didn't.
sorry, but if there's like some crazy stuff that's happening in my development, like you best believe, like I'm gonna have an arsenal of guns in my house. Like I'm not gonna have just one. I'm gonna have a bunch of stuff
Yeah.
because it's just getting crazier and crazier in that whole entire area.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Tucson. I mean, what is going on with Tucson?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you
Like,
would like that. Just I don't know. That's just me. I just think that way. But
I agree. Like, yeah, I agree. Leadership, leadership.
that's another thing. You
Yep.
got your DAs and your judges that are just letting people out when they're supposed to be behind bars.
You're fine, Angel. They do that. You would think so, Charlotte. You would absolutely think so. And I still think that they had some footage to show the kids, Nancy's kids. And then that's how Savannah ended up knowing that she had no shoes on, she was in her pajamas, and she was pleading for help. She said that in her interview with Hoda. Oh, Hoda. But it's so much. And then they have a sheriff that's saying, oh well, it it's nobody's coming, it was just it was targeted. And then on the other hand, he's saying we don't know if it'll happen again. What the hell? That's funny, Miss Roxanne. You should just let them have peace of mind, though. They love you and they care about you. They want to
Yeah,
make sure their mom's okay.
that's one way of looking at it. They care about you, but then again, we understand your point of view
Yes,
about your
absolutely.
privacy.
Yeah, but like I said, she can cut the cameras off. If she,
I mean, I would just set cameras like at Roxanne's house, like by like on the inside, like if there's a hallway, just put one at the end of the hallway pointing towards the front door. And then put another camera somewhere in the kitchen if there's a sliding glass door. Like in all different points of entry, just have something like that. But then like the bedroom, no. The bathroom, no. Closet, no. Like there's different things that you can do to give you the privacy that you need, but just overall, have some other cameras hidden outside.
oh my gosh, Lake, the criminals have a group chat saying, "Come to Pima County, we get away with everything." I can see people doing that. I can absolutely see people doing that.
Is that confirmed or not? Is that like confirmed?
What about the chat?
Yeah, a
No,
group
she's
chat.
just saying that she saw a chat that said that.
Oh,
Um, but I mean, I've seen a lot of people say, "Well, I don't want to go to Tucson because if you get kidnapped, nobody's coming to help you." Um, talking to Cam's nanny. Yeah, I remember that too, Truth. He's out there. Yes, exactly. Nanos. Oh, if he's not gonna provide any real information, then he just needs to have a seat because all he's doing is talking in circles and making things worse. Um, see that? See that, Miss Roxanne? What Mama just said? You can bypass. Yeah. Um, I don't know. This case is just it's so heartbreaking, and it's so different. Starting from the victim, 84 years old. We don't hear of that very often. So of course that drew a lot of us in. Twenty 2028. And we may not hear anything until after he's out of office. Who knows? You would think so, Charlotte. And if not, I mean, I would be using all that success and fame and money and stuff like that to get nanas to step aside. You know, money talks.
And I think it was, what was it, a couple shows ago when I said, when she came out with that last video on Instagram, that I think that she went and she probably asked the FBI for help, because then for
Yes.
like 2 days, all of a sudden they popped out of nowhere and started like going to certain places.
Yeah. And there's fresh eyes on the case now too.
Yeah. So to answer your question, Charlotte, we actually talked about it a couple of days ago, where we were like, interesting. She came out with that last video. She's probably just as fed up with Nanos and the sheriff's department, and just like, you know what? Because you gotta think that someone in her stature, she has to have, you know, that she's made new friends. You just know it.
Yeah.
And maybe some of her friends are in the FBI, and she probably reached out to one of them and said, "Hey, listen, we don't like where this, there's just nothing, like, we don't know what's going on, blah, blah, blah. Can you please help me?" So she stepped out, and next thing you know, the FBI was out there for what, 2 days, babe?
Yeah.
Like,
they came out 2 different times.
2 different times, and they started investigating.
Yeah, and on top of that, I mean, she even had the president of the United States trying to send help for her mom.
Yeah.
I mean, she's got connections. Regardless, she has connections.
And that's what we were saying
Hi,
from
Blake. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, take care, Lake.
Thank you.
Yeah, take care of yourself. And thanks for stopping by. God bless you. Hope to see you again. What was I going to say? I just forgot now what I was going to say.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. No, you know, I was just going to say, and country, like, that's what we were, when you and Crystal were talking about that little thing there, all that we were just saying, like, with her stature, like, just, you would think that she's got pull. She knows people. And all that we were just saying is that with all that she has available, that a lot of us don't have. Like, if God forbid, hypothetically, my mom went missing, you think I'd ever be able to do what Savannah could do to get the word out there? No. My voice would only be a blip.
Yeah.
It would be like a tiny little blip, and then it would just disappear. And the news would forget about my mom in like a day or two. But she has the power to go on Instagram with however many hundreds of thousands of people that she's got. Mama Donna said it with the billboards. And then and another thing that we would have done is, you see all these YouTubers, all these streamers, all these content creators that are going out to your mom's house. Like, I would be so honored that people cared that much about my mom, and I would use them as well. I would literally have a press conference with, you know, all of them standing next to me and saying, let's set up all these search and rescues.
Yeah.
Like, let's scatter, and let's just go, you know, set up like a map and say, okay, this group, you go there. This group, you go there. This group, we go there. Regardless of what the hell the sheriff's department or anybody says to me. Like, no, this is my mom that's missing. I'm going to do everything I can and use every single resource in my power to find my mom.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's all that we were saying. And we've been steady on that.
Very vocal.
And we've been vocal on that. And again, it's just opinions of ours, and we put a lot of our own emotions that if it happened to us, what would we do?
Yeah, exactly.
Because I would drain my entire bank account to find, you know, a loved one of mine.
Yeah, but hopefully everybody has learned something about this case, though, that if somebody in your life goes missing or something, try to reach out to some YouTubers. Because when they hit hard. and they
Mhm.
don't stop.
And you have some dedicated people that look at what they're doing, spending their own money, flying out there.
That's crazy truth. Yeah, and I mean, they're trying to keep Nancy's name out there, regardless if you agree or disagree with some of the stuff they've said or done. At the end of the day, good press, bad press, whatever, they are keeping her name out there.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to respect the guys for that.
And even after Savannah put out that message, that letter, like pretty much ripping them because she, for profit or whatever, like they're still going out there. If anything, there's even more people. There's two people that we know that have grown fond of now that are going to be going out there.
Michelle and Max, they leave Sunday.
Yeah, that are going out there. Like,
everybody say a prayer for them, please.
Like, it's just crazy. It's like even after she put that out there, people are still going out there to
Because
honor her
care.
mom because they still care. Like,
Mhm.
those are the people that you want in your foxhole. Those are the people that you want to rock with because you don't even know them and they got your back.
And who cares if they're profiting a few bucks, off of this? They're dedicating their time, their resources, and what's the difference between someone like Brian Enton? I mean, that's his job, right? He's doing the same thing. The other ones are just YouTubers, and they don't like that. But I mean, Brian gets a freaking paycheck.
You know why they don't like it? Because it keeps the stove on. It keeps the fire on their ass.
Exactly, Charlotte. Exactly.
Oh, I thought you were going to say that to me. I was proud of myself.
Oh,
but
yes,
mind.
Exactly. To you too, honey.
No, too late. You can't take it back.
If the streamers find her mom, what is she going to say then?
Damn. Yup.
Mic drop. Boom. Mm-hmm. Because those are facts.
Hell yeah, Charlotte. That was a great point. What if they're the ones that find her before the authority, before the might of the government? You got the might of the government in the FBI trying to solve this case. And if some YouTubers find, even if she's not alive, or something that leads to finding the mom.
Baby, behind you, your dad.
Oh, hold on. Okay.
Yes. I'm not going to react to that comment, Roxanne, but I agree. I mean, I'm not going to say it out loud. Yeah, because I mean, they're keeping her name out there, and like I said, we don't have to agree with some of the stuff that they're saying or doing, or you can't please somebody. You can't please everybody all the time. You just can't. It's a mess. It is a mess. And Nanos, I really, really, really hope the FBI is really looking into him, because he's got some lawsuits and stuff now, but criminal charges. I mean, if that were anybody else, they would have already had their ass lit on fire. But also, if you think about it, though, I don't remember who it was who told me this, but they made a good point. Since he is an elected official, if they were to fire him, think about how many cases they would have to reopen while he's been sheriff, while he's been in charge. Think about how much money that will cost and resources. Yeah, never a thanks. Never. They didn't even get a case of water, anything.
Oh, We're good. We're good.
Okay. Okay. Good. Awesome. Roxanne, I agree. I think the streamers are 100% doing more. I mean, at least they're talking about it more. You know, just talking about it more is helpful.
Sorry about that.
No worries.
He just had a little moment. So I'm on call, just so you know,
Okay.
just in case. So where were you? I apologize for
No worries.
what is it that you were talking about?
Just about the case. I don't even remember where I was at now.
I'm sorry.
No, you're okay. Trying to do something.
Yeah, Charlotte, you're absolutely right. It would just disappear.
Yeah, we wouldn't know any of this. We wouldn't know about nanos or anything.
You know, this is how did this story become the way it is?
Because all the media was out there. You mean the very, very beginning?
Yeah, like I'm sorry if for all those that are new, like you guys, I'm like very new to true crime, so I'm like really starting to get my feet wet into it. And one of the cases that I like, my first case that I'm really into is the whole Nolan Wells thing. But the whole Nancy Guthrie thing, I came in late, so I'm trying to learn as much as I can from Crystal and just from everybody else. So I apologize for my ignorance on that. So I may sometimes I am a host, but there's a lot that I don't know that Crystal just like she just knows it like off the top of her head, and like I'll ask for help or I'll ask stupid questions like that. So how did this whole case like how did it blow up? Was it because of Savannah and her being, you know, where she was on her own show and being a TV celebrity?
Somebody found out or something and leaked it, I guess, and called the press. I don't know, and then word got out. I'm not really sure how that went about. But if they ended up calling somebody in, then it grew from there. They saw the coverage, and then they wanted in on it, and so on and so forth. Yes, Nana, exactly. I mean, if they don't tell us something, that causes us to speculate, especially when they give us information as far as like the timeline goes, like the last person to see her and things like that. And then they go in and have forensics over at their house, taking pictures and taking their car and stuff like that. I mean, what else are we supposed to think?
Yeah.
Yeah, that could be it, mama. Could be.
Yeah, and Charlotte even damn Charlotte's bringing it too.
Mhm.
Like damn, Charlotte, good job. Nanos and the family's behavior made it a lot worse than it should be. Yep, I know that is what totally, has turned this case into a circus.
Yep. All thanks to Nanos and not taking that damn mat. God. Or the flower pots.
They still out there?
No. Somebody else that was not government official or anything like that. They took them, put them in the back of a truck, and it looked like a gardener maybe. Oh my God, that mat. Mm. I mean, it's still there.
That's crazy.
194 days, and that mat is still there.
There could be like a hair, like a strain of hair from the porch guy. For
Mm-hmm.
all, like, you never know. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And here, the fact that they've left out, it's forget it. It's tainted now. Like you're not going to find anything now.
Yep. Nothing. It's
Oh, Mama Donna, you brought up that is a great point. You know, and just not about the mat. I want to know why the hell, because let's keep it real here. We know that this whole case is a circus. Why hasn't one deputy, at least one, that has just gone out and said, you know what, and just put everything on blast about this entire case? That would put so much into perspective for so many people on so many levels.
because you can't snitch on a fellow officer.
You're doing the right thing.
The other police will not see it that way.
I don't care about the other police. It's
It's
like
a brotherhood.
but it goes back to good cop, bad cop. If I'm a cop and I see that there's some crooked cops in my department, I'm speaking up. Because ultimately, at the end of the day, you know what? I don't answer to man. I answer to God. And when I die, I want to make sure that He tells me that I did the right thing in life.
Yeah. Not everybody has those morals, though.
But that's what I'm saying. There's got to be someone with a moral compass in that
Sergeant Cross.
department.
Yeah. Sergeant Cross, he runs the association, but nobody is hearing from him anymore. I would really love for Chris Madonna in the interview room, or what is that? The lab. I would love to see them get him back on.
Who?
Sergeant Cross. He is somebody that Nanos put on desk duty, and he's been pretty vocal. He runs the association on X.
You see. So you start to do the right thing. Your boss doesn't like it. And what does he do? He puts you on
that was
desk duty.
before. That was before, because he didn't. He basically, everybody with experience in the sheriff's department, he either ran off or sent them to prisons and stuff like that.
Oh, so as a community, you see that there's a sheriff that got elected and he's making all these stupid decisions. That's just the kind of sheriff that you want protecting your community. Gotta love it.
The sad thing is, though, is even though he's an elected official, he won dirty. He won dirty.
I wouldn't be surprised, because Arizona's dirty.
Yeah, because his opponent, what was it, chat? He suspended him or something like that, or suspended her or something. It was something along those lines. Yeah, head of the union. That's right. Yeah, I like Sergeant Cross. I told him that he should be sheriff. And he said he's got 1 year left. No thanks. As far as we know, he's still answering phones. Yeah, he put her on home duty. I knew it was something like that. And so he won. I mean, he didn't have an opponent. Dirty ass son of a gun.
Damn.
Yeah. It's pretty upsetting. This I just feel like Tucson, I can't say all of Tucson. I'm gonna say some of Pima County has really let Nancy down, and I feel like her kids have too. Yeah, He is the true definition of what gives other officers the bad name. I mean, seriously. He is corrupt. Allegedly, in my opinion. Was there anything else you wanted to bring up about the Nancy Guthrie case? Is there anything else the chat wants to talk about with the Nancy Guthrie case? Or would y'all like to move on to Nolan Wells? You guys tell us.
It's a shame.
It is. All we can do is keep praying that there's a resolve in this case.
Yep,
Yes,
you're
another
right.
sad story. Yeah,
You're
I'll let him
absolutely
take the
right.
lead on that one.
You're absolutely right.
I would go ahead and just dive on into Nolan Wells if you want.
All right. Our hearts and prayers go out to Nancy. And, I stated a while ago, I think that she hasn't been with us for a while now. So I'm just hoping that she's in heaven with God and, for all of eternity. But whatever, I just hope that once all this is said and done, I really do hope and pray that there's justice done also on everyone who botched this case.
Yeah.
And I hope a lot of this stuff comes out. I'm going to say this right now.
Mm-hmm.
That fly
Oh my God, tell me about
has
it.
a death warrant on him. I'm going to your house and I'm gonna take care of that fly once and for
Mm-hmm.
all.
Yeah, that fly is driving me absolutely.
But yeah, in a case this big, with everything that has been messed up, when you have the director of the FBI pretty much mocking the sheriff
Yep.
on multiple occasions, because he's looking at things on the outside in, and he sees things that are not being done.
Yep.
So, like, I just hope that when all is said and done, God rest her soul, if they find her remains, whatever, and then that there's like some kind of like internal investigation, something big that just uncovers so much and all this gets brought to light.
Yeah, I agree.
Because I wouldn't want a sheriff's department or local authorities, God forbid, to handle a case like this for, whether it's a family member or somebody that I know. Like, that's just scary.
Yeah.
And it just makes you think, like, how much do these people really care?
Prayers for Tucson, Pima County. That's all I know.
Yep.
Prayers for Pima County. It's
Amen. Amen on that, Charlotte. Totally agree with you. Whatever's in the darkness, God will bring to light.
Yeah.
That is a fact. And I can't wait till it happens here. All right. So we go from one sad story to another. And there's been some developments in this case that I've been following very, very closely. Apparently, and I just found this out yesterday, which raised a lot of eyebrows, but the family has had the phone, Nolan Wells' phone. And it was originally blamed on the boys that they had the phone for a while and that they were probably deleting stuff. Well, that's not the case. I read something and I've been trying to find and see if it's true, but apparently the mom may be under investigation because now the mom and her gang, because that's what I'm going to call them, they're a gang. They are setting standards to have the phone examined with people on the state level, which there was a spokesman in her gang that said that, oh, this has happened many times before. But again, like, you would think that if there's information on that phone and the family's trying to paint a narrative, you're going to go on that phone and you're going to start deleting stuff. And that's what a lot of people are now beginning to think, that the mom was deleting stuff so that it can pinpoint to a narrative, to stick with that narrative, that this was racist. Like, this had everything to do with, like, this was a racial crime or like a hate crime because of the color of his skin. But when you look at all the pictures that the boys have provided, there are hundreds of pictures of Nolan Wells hugging his white brothers, and they're having great times on boats and just in all kinds of locations. One of the boys just the other day even spoke about how it was just the thing that they did where almost every single day they went and picked up Nolan Wells at his house. But if you listen to the mom and then you listen to the fake reverend, which he isn't a reverend,
Ugh,
and then you
sharp.
listen to some of the people in her gang, they're all making it seem like like they don't know his friends whatsoever. So if allegedly, we'll say allegedly, just so that our asses are covered.
Yeah.
Allegedly, if the mom was deleting stuff on the phone, I believe, and when I saw this yesterday, and I have some videos that I'm going to play for us, that it was because she was trying to delete maybe a bunch of pictures that Nolan Wells had with him and his buddies, like at different parties and stuff like that, like with like their arms around each other and stuff like that. And with that kind of evidence out of the way, it's easier for them and the gang to paint that this was like a racial thing, like
Mhm.
this was a murder just because he was black.
Mhm.
Because if you take that out of his phone and that can be traced, it's easier for them to see. I told you. Look, my son, he's got no pictures of him hugging no white man. See, and
Yep.
it just it
They want to stick to their narrative.
and their conspiracies, because this is a case that's going to have so many conspiracy theories already.
Mhm.
I already say it's already happening.
Yeah.
It's already happening.
Mhm.
So, one of my favorite guys that I have been following him way before this case is Officer Tatum. I love him because on many levels, he's a straight shooter. You know that when you deal with a man like this, you like him or hate him, you always know where a man like this stands,
Yeah.
and that's what I love. I love dealing with people like that, even people that would hate me. You can love me or hate me, but you know what? You're going to know where I stand on every single on in any situation. And that's how I like to deal with people. So now the boys with their attorney that they hired, which is and we're not going to it's not political, so don't worry, some people. They hired Donald Trump's defamation lawyer. And the boys have now rolled up their sleeves and they're like, you know what? Enough is enough. And now they're starting to put out a whole bunch of stuff out there to kill this narrative, to kill whatever crap that the other side is trying to throw at them. So let me play this first video. And it's only 38 seconds long, but I got so many things on this. And yeah, I see you, True, over there with that emoji. Don't worry. We're good. We're good. We're family now, so we can joke like that. All right. So here's a quick video, um, because now apparently now it's really been debunked about that the voice recording from the where even TMZ, an organization that I can't stand, they even use some kind of special technology or whatever to debunk that. They were saying, "Wake up, Nolan. Is he dead?" Or stuff like that. That was being put out a couple weeks ago. That's all been debunked, and now the boys are really coming out. And now there's a timeline that shows at 4:30 that day, the three boys that you see right there, which are the ones that are being accused the most, they were nowhere near the island. And now there's two key witnesses that have since come out and said that at 6:30-ish, Nolan Wells was still live on the island. So, and if you notice, the media is not talking about that. The media has not brought that up. If anything, you have the ilks of, Lemonhead going out there and trying to still keep this, that this was racist and all that stuff. So there's a lot of great stuff that's coming out now, and I love the fact that the boys are coming out swinging now with their lawyer. So let me play the video. I'll shut the hell up because I have a tendency of talking too much sometimes. And where did my partner in crime go?
I'm right here.
Why'd you turn off the camera?
I don't know.
Everybody wants to see your pretty face.
I'm right here.
I just want to make this very clear and abundantly clear for the audience. Are you saying that the video that I posted, which is like a 3-second loop, now I have a lot more of the video, but to not expose people that have nothing to do with this, I only posted the smaller part, the 3-second part. Are you saying during that time, a portion of that, Wyatt was on the phone with Cito, so a portion of that is the Cito call, and that Nolan is not on that boat?
Correct.
And that video that's out there is a representation of who was on the boat during that Cito call.
Correct.
I just
Bam. So, because if you remember, there was a lot of people that were saying that Nolan Wells was dead on the boat. And
Yep.
part of that video was, or that, that soundbite that they were playing, that they were saying that there was a kid on there that was saying, "Wake up, Nolan," or something like that. And there was another one that was saying, "Is he dead?" or "He's dead," or something like that. Now the boys are coming out swinging, and they're like, "No, we're not doing this." I'm not going to play the whole thing because I think this is the full. This is like the whole interview with the boys.
They want you to play it again.
Play
Well, Angel does.
Okay. Let me. All right, I'll play.
I want to make this very clear and abundantly clear for the audience. Are you saying that the video that I posted, which is like a 3-second loop, now I have a lot more of the video, but to not expose people that have nothing to do with this, I only posted the smaller part, the 3-second part. Are you saying during that time, a portion of that, Wyatt was on the phone with Cito, so a portion of that is the Cito call, and that Nolan is not on that boat?
Correct.
And that video that's out there is a representation of who was on the boat during that Cito call.
Correct.
Okay, and then I found another interesting piece of information, which is very important. So if you guys remember back when that phone call was made, one of the first things that came to my mind was, why aren't these kids freaking the hell out?
Right.
Well, here's why. And this is why experience and these kids pretty much live on boats all the time. They're always going to this island. There's two occasions. There's two very important facts here. There's a situation where your boat takes on water, which is what happened with them. And then there's a situation where your boat is sinking. So the reason why when the call came to Cito is because the boys were not worried, because they have had experience with this stuff apparently. So when your boat is taking on water, it's just because the pump failed, but they know that the boat is going to stay afloat for a long time. So that gives the tow plenty of time to come, anchor up the ship, and then tow it back to the shipyard or wherever it is that they took it. When your boat is physically sinking, that means that there's nothing no one can do. Your boat pretty much is everybody abandon ship because it's going down. So I learned that fact, which I didn't know until just the other day. And that cleared up a lot of stuff, especially when I listened to that voice recording and why the kids were pretty much like nonchalant about it. Like, and you can go back and you can hear it. I'll play bits and pieces of this video of this interview, but I'm not going to play the whole thing because then it's. But we'll get the parts that we need that are most important. I'll fast forward to them. Now let me just stop it here. For everyone that's watching and listening, does this look like a bunch of racist white boys? Look at this beautiful picture. You got 4 friends that have been friends for years, are having a good time, the smiles on their faces. You know that this isn't the only picture that they've ever taken together. Does that look like a bunch of white racists?
Not at all.
I would hang out with all 3 of those dudes right there. Just looking at that picture right there, you know that they all had a bond.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they would go pick them up and stuff all the time.
Every single day. I think it was Bart that was the one that said it, that they would go, like, because you always have that one friend that always needs a ride or whatever.
Yeah.
He was just part of their family. Like, they didn't look at no color, nothing. They just knew, hey, we're all going here. Somebody's got to go pick up Nolan. And every single day. Then you got the gang that are all a bunch of race hustlers. They're all a bunch of race baiters, and they're trying to paint a narrative just like the media did from day one. And I can't believe I'm being calm about all this. Like, you should be proud
I
of me.
know. I am very proud. I was thinking
See?
that. Very
See?
proud.
Right?
Yep. Very proud.
They're painting a narrative that this was all racial, because these boys were racist. This picture shows none of that. Let me see. What was the boat doing between the claimed last sighting of Nolan and the Cito call on the and why was it taking on water? Well, I can bring up a picture where when the boys were preparing the boat, and this is for you. Drop.
Is that Dom C? Dom C, is that you? Is that your other YouTube? I can't remember what it was.
I don't know, but I'll just say drop.
Okay.
There is a picture that Officer Tatum showed on his show, and I will bring it up. I'll bring up that video. It's a quick short that shows Nolan Wells in the water next to the boat when the boys were preparing, because Cito was already on its way to get the boat. And there is a picture, and I'll show the video after. You know what? Let me show the video now. Screw it. You know what? I'll show the video just so that you can see. And all credit goes to Officer Tatum and the incredible work that he's been doing.
Yeah, we love Tatum.
Where are his shorts? And we did play this video on here too. Just give me 1 second.
I'm about to text Dom C.
Okay, here we go. I found it. Okay, can I blow it up? I should be able to blow it up, right?
Yeah, you should.
I thought you could blow these up. Oh, full screen. Here we go. Okay. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I'm going to bring it. Bring it, baby. Bring it. Now I just got to make sure. Boom. There it is.
Me that they had reception.
I'm telling y'all, dude, it made me so mad to think about something. Are
Wait,
you guys?
Where the hell?
Social media.
Are you guys? I'm telling y'all, dude.
Officer Tatum.
Now let me present.
Oh.
Now let me present something.
Okay, here it is. So he's going to zoom in on this, and boom, you guys can formulate your own opinion. I'm not here to try and convince anyone. But here you go, drop.
Something else to you, because this is a video of what it looked like. And Nolan is in this video. So this was sent to us as well. I'm sure this video is circulating anyway. If you look at the boy in the blue shorts, right where his butt is at, you move over at the edge of the boat in his butt, and that's actually Nolan standing in the water right there. I'm going to have the team play the video and pan it so you can see what environment they were in. Similarly, when the boat began to sink. Roll the clip. Pause. Do you guys see how many people are out there?
Pause.
Play it
Officer
again.
Tatum,
Do you
pause.
guys see
Pause.
how
Hold
many
on. Hold
boats
on.
are-
So, real quick, remember how I said, and I learned this just a couple days ago, there's two terminologies. There's your boat taking on water, and then your boat sinking. If your boat is sinking, you best believe everybody's freaking the hell out. If your boat is taking on water, and then you find out that the pump is bad, you're not going to have panic, especially since you know that there's going to be time. There's going to be ample time for Cito to come get your boat and then take it wherever it needs to. When he just panned on that video, I saw no panic. I just saw a whole bunch of kids having a great time and creating memories. Now, I may be naive, and I may be getting old in my age, but I would like to think I'm not stupid from watching this video and come to that conclusion that they were all having a good time. And now you're going to see Nolan
out there? So this is where the boat is at when they begin to become distressed. Right in this area. As you can see how close they are to the land. You can see where the coordinates were at. Right there. So when they're taking in water, when their boat is beginning to sink because it's anchored, it's happening right there. So for somebody to believe that this dispatch call is a desperate call with Nolan laying dead in the middle of their boat, that does not make sense. And to think that nobody saw it when they're entangled within all these people, I think is a disservice. Now let me present something else.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. That's him right there.
Yep.
Standing right next to the boat. The boys were preparing everything for Cito to come. I saw no panic, no distress. And then you talk about the video. Well, not the video, but the sound recording that so many of these people were saying that, you know, he's dead or wake up, Nolan. That's another thing that is driving me crazy. Why hasn't Katie talked? Now, and this is what's disturbing. She has also reiterated what the three boys have said, that when they finally got towed and they were already at 4:30 on their way back, she has already said that Warren was still alive. Now, the boys are gone. The boys are totally gone. And Nolan is still alive. But not one person in the media has dared even talk about it. Why? Because they want to keep this
The narrative
racist
going.
narrative going. And it's sickening. I want to bring up. Oh, and here's the thing about the phone.
It's going to blow your mind.
Can you get, okay, so this
Yeah, we
is the
can hear
whole thing about, okay, you guys can hear it? All right, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Let me, Oh, wait, if I full screen it, am I going to lose it on the stage? Nope. All right, here we go, folks.
At the reality that the family have not turned over the Nolan's phone to investigators. That means a month into this, accusations of a crime will never be investigated because they will not turn it over to law enforcement. How are you going to present this to a grand jury and you claim that there's evidence of impropriety, criminal activity, tampering with evidence, deleting things from a phone is a crime? And the family is saying, and the family attorney is saying there's a crime that's committed, but they're unwilling to send the information to investigate, to make arrests in this case. It is blowing my mind. So Don Lemon addressed that. Roll it.
As a legal team has stated previously, including during our in-person meeting with Wells family and counsel, we have been and remain ready and willing to cooperate, arranging a joint forensics inspection of Nolan Wells' personal cell phone. During that meeting, we specifically discussed having an examination conducted through the digital forensics lab at Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College, as well as the possibility of FBI involvement in that process. Our position has not changed. We are prepared to coordinate a mutually agreeable date and procedure for the examination of the phone. Accordingly,
Like, don't you know how sus that is? If I'm the authorities and I have been demanding for a month to give me that phone because we need forensics on this, and now you're setting up all these stipulations to be able to review this phone, that now you got the Black Caucus involved in this crap. What the hell do they have anything to do? Okay, here we go.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me just calm down. Let me just calm down because it's not worth getting.
Disturbed.
Yeah.
Read that last message.
Is it
Because you're the one
possible-
that's been on this case.
Is it possible that Nolan left on another boat shortly after Triton left? That would explain why no one saw him after the train. After the boy. See, this is the only reason why I can't. This is part of the things that I just don't know. Is it possible that he could have left on another boat or should have left on another boat? Yes. But also, what a lot of people have come out and said is that right around this island where they were, the way how the terrain is, there are some strong undercurrents. And there have already been 3 people that have drowned before Nolan and died. That when there's a certain part of the I don't know what you call it, the reef or the sand or whatever, there's like a dip in different parts of this island, and that if you're anywhere near that these undercurrents are so strong it'll pull you down. And there are people that have even said it doesn't matter how good of a swimmer you are, once you get caught up in that, you're done. Like, you're done with.
Yeah.
Like, it is very impossible for you to try and come out of that. So it could have been that while all this partying and all this stuff is going on, what I'm thinking happened was, and again, this is just pure speculation. This is just what I'm thinking. This is based off of all the evidence that I've seen that Officer Tatum has provided and what the boys have been talking about and what experts and Nancy and stuff like that. This is where I'm formulating my opinion. What I think happened, that in the midst of all this partying, because there was cocaine now involved in all this stuff. Does it make this right? Absolutely not. But there was alcohol and cocaine at this. And you know that when you get a whole bunch of 18, 19, 20-year-old kids partying in an island with no supervision, you know that there's going to be all kinds of crazy stuff there. I mean, let's be real here, folks. We've all been
young.
And we've all done stupid shit. So let's not pretend that this can't happen anywhere else, or that, we were never like that. With that being said, I think that in the midst of all this chaos that was going on, the partying, stuff like that, he might have walked a little too far off, whatever. got caught in this undercurrent, whatever, drowned, and then his body washed ashore shortly after. And then in the midst of everyone trying to find out, hey, where's Nolan? Where's Nolan? Then when people were going back to that same area or whatever, there they found his body. Because I heard a couple times that they said that his body washed up ashore. So that could mean that he got pulled underneath, drowned, and then in all that, whatever happens with your body or whatever, it gets bloated, it floats back up, and then you start washing up ashore.
Yeah.
And I do know that somebody said something about the throat. We also found out, well, I found out that when part of the throat was taken out, it's perfectly legal for the state, because this is a state matter. They're holding on to that. It's okay for them to hold on to that for a while. That is not something that they need to turn over, because they're doing their own investigation on the tissues and all that other stuff that can provide clues to that. Which is why when Nolan was returned back, his throat was missing, and then that's when the second medical examiner did the research, or did his his investigation, and it was noted that part of his throat was missing. It's because the state had it.
Yep.
Let me just continue on with this video.
To the extent there has been any suggestion that we have been unwilling to have or have failed to cooperate with the investigation, we want to make it clear, that this is not the case. You also previously indicated that Dr. Mitchell would be provided an opportunity to review the materials necessary for him to complete an autopsy review. We remain prepared to facilitate that process. Please provide us with available dates and times for Dr. Mitchell to review those materials, along with any instructions necessary to arrange his access.
Enough. I just want y'all to hear Don Lemon say it. Yeah, I just want y'all to hear Don Lemon read. You're watching this on the 12th. It was yesterday. They sent out a letter, I think late in the evening, about the fact that they have not given over the phone. Now, let's put this in perspective real quick. It's not an excuse to say, well, we don't trust the justice system to give his phone to them to do a forensic investigation. Well, then what you're saying is that you're not willing to accept anything that they're going to say. This is par for the course, in my opinion, with Benjamin Crump. No criminal justice, only payouts and money grab. It appears to me that they only want lawsuits against these boys, wrongful death suits, and money. It's not finding out what happened to Nolan. It's going to blow your mind.
Yeah. So drop there's been several videos now, and there was an airplane, like a Sea-Doo airplane, that on the day that this happened, the murder hasn't occurred yet, but early in the day, there was like a Sea-Doo plane that flew basically like right around the island. I mean, you could see the island. You could see how big it was. The terrain is completely open. There was like no parts of this island that had, like these secluded areas of woods, of like, palm trees or whatever the hell you grow out there in the middle of an island. But like these trees, these coconut trees, whatever, there's nothing of that. It's all open on this entire terrain. And then what the other thing was that this airplane showed was the hundreds and hundreds of kids that were at this island on that day. So for a murder to be
Plausible
or pulled off, you would have to think that someone in those hundreds of people that were at this island, number one, would have seen the murder, and they would have come out and said something. And number two, with the land being so open, Like that's like so like I don't know how you'd be able to pull that off.
Yeah.
Like it just doesn't make any sense to me. Like
Mm-mm.
everything is out there in the open.
Yeah. Too many people there, and with it being out in the open, just it doesn't. I don't know. I still think it might have been I still think it's accidental.
It very I'm beginning to think that this was accidental. Hey, Christina. And the other thing too is he said it, and I'm going to second it. And I've been thinking this for a while now. I I sadly seen the mom the way how in whatever videos that she's at, and now ever since the whole phone thing came out, and now they want to set up like all these different stipulations, and there's got to be like a group with the FBI and local authorities for them to everyone review, the video, whatever's on his phone or whatever. There's got to be they're trying to form like a committee to review this phone, which is ridiculous. I really do believe, and I'm just going to come out and say it, I really do believe that the mom is trying to profit off her son's death.
Allegedly.
See, that's the angel. That's the angel on this side. But then I really want to just go off, but I'm going to be very, very tame about this. And yeah, that's exactly it.
Yeah. What kind of narrative will she spin then? They made him do it?
Oh, you know it.
Goodness.
I wouldn't be surprised if you hear some conspiracy say that, oh, they forced it in his system just so it looked like, he was drugged out before he got murdered. Like, people are gonna say that.
Or that the toxicology report is wrong.
Yeah, the report is racist. I'm sick and tired of talking about race in this country and anything that happens. Like I really am. Sweetheart, you better come save me because I'm about to blow.
I'm chill.
I'm about to blow. Like this is like I feel it coming.
Yeah.
Well, here's another thing. Why, as a family, like, okay, everybody in the chat.
It could be grieving too. Yeah.
But then why would you, on the day of your son's funeral, would you send letters to a bunch of people saying that we're coming after you?
Yeah.
I can't, that does not compute in my head. That does not make any sense. You don't do that. If you don't have an ulterior motive, you don't think that on your son's funeral.
Yeah, but she also has crump in her ear. He's poisoned. Al Sharpton too. So
yeah,
they're just taking advantage of a grieving mother, in my opinion.
That is the thing. If you look at some of these pictures, there's a lot of bad actors that are surrounding this family.
Yeah, they're just taking advantage of her. I don't think any mom. I don't know.
I want to know why hasn't. This is what I want to know. Why hasn't the father said anything?
He's letting her handle it. She looks like she wears the pants in that relationship. If you know what I mean, like she's taking the lead for real. Like he's probably scared to speak. I'm just saying, but yeah, I think that they're just taking advantage of a grieving mother. They're feeding her this, and trying to make it their own narrative. I hope you're wrong about the profiting thing. I really do.
I'm not the only one that's saying it.
Oh, I know.
There's more and more people that are coming out and saying it now. Because all we have to do is go by actions. I don't believe anything that comes out of people's mouths in situations like this. I look at their actions and I see what they're doing, and everything points to the evil dollar.
Mhm.
I mean, it's clear as day.
Time will tell, I guess. She keeps listening to Al Sharpton and stuff, even if that wasn't her intention to begin with.
Like, let me ask
It
you
will end up
something.
be.
Don't you hire a civil attorney after a case has been solved, a wrongful death? From what I can remember, almost every single civil lawsuit that comes out always happens after the fact.
Yeah, because you're innocent
Why?
until proven guilty.
Then, and why was this chump hired right off the bat?
Or did he come to her?
Whether he came to her or whatever, why was it in the beginning?
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. Like I'm just raising questions, folks,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just stating opinions
Yeah, you're making good points.
because so many times throughout our country's history, that civil lawsuit stuff always happens after the fact.
Yes, as I said, proven until you're innocent until proven guilty. However, do they maybe know something we don't? I'm sure.
The only reason why I find that hard to believe is because why do you want to form a committee to look at your son's phone? If you have absolutely nothing to hide,
No, Charlotte.
no.
They're both inconclusive. But they're still waiting. They're still waiting on stuff to come back from the throat and the toxicology. And I think the toxicology is in, but they're not releasing anything though, right?
I think they said it was going to take a couple months.
I know some kind of results were in. But it's tragic. A young 18-year-old lost his life, and instead of being remembered for who he was as a person, we have all this going on, and his friends can't grieve.
Yeah, that's the same thing. I heard the same thing, Mama Donna. It isn't yet. I thought that when they did it, they said it was going to take like at least a couple months for them to have everything.
Yeah, I thought I remembered seeing something like last week or the week before that though, that something was in. I don't remember what it was though, but it had something to do with this case.
Let me pull up another video too. Just give me 1 second.
Mhm.
Which totally like just floored me. The only thing that I don't like about this is and it was reported on the 29th that on the day of his funeral, Nolan Wells' parents sent notice to his friends and their families of intention to sue them. On top of that, moments after laying her son to rest, Nolan Wells' mother opened his estate to pursue potential claims surrounding his death. Nolan Wells' friends who face accusations were heartbroken to miss his funeral. However, due to the death threats and out of respect for Nolan's family, they made this difficult decision not to attend.
It's really sad.
Again, another action. She opens up an estate in her son's name.
Yeah.
Why? What's the motivation? What, like, why are they moving towards all this material stuff that involves money?
Yeah. Charlotte told you to take a breath.
Oh, trust me, Charlotte. If you saw the last, don't even go to our last show. I'm just very passionate about, well, many things, and I don't have a filter. I'm trying to learn one, but it hasn't worked so far. So it's a lot of my passion that I have, and now my partner in crime's leaving, and is going to be right back. Great. Let me find that other video for you guys real quick so you can take a look at it. This was important too, very important. Why? Okay, here it is. Okay, so here is, there's two videos that I'm going to play. Again, all credit goes to Officer Tatum and his shorts on these. He's done a fabulous job with this. So we take no credit whatsoever. This is all his wonderful work. Okay, so this is the friends that here they're talking about debunking the tow audio. Let me make sure it's on high.
Phone call to Cito.
Well, I can go ahead and say that.
What is your thoughts on that phone call to Cito?
Well, I can go ahead and say that as you posted that clip of all of us on the boat, as it's rolling, not rolling, but right there sitting in the water, Wyatt's on the phone with Cito in that clip. I mean, he's on the phone. Wouldn't you think that you would have seen Nolan on the bottom of on the floor or something, or scrambling around, or everybody in a pot, like in a small space on the boat looking at him or something? I mean, it's just so crazy to think that. Why would we call Cito if we have a dead body on the boat? I mean, why would we call the Coast Guard? Why would we do the things we did if we know we killed somebody?
What is your thought?
Dang. All right, no problem, Linda. Take care. Yes, definitely watch us on the restream or the replay, and you're good. Family first, always.
What is your thoughts on that phone call to Cito? Some people have gone out and done enhancements to the audio, and in doing that, created a transcript manually. It doesn't appear that the transcript was derived from an automated system or have any, in my opinion, real integrity with it.
If there was someone dying on the boat, why would everybody just be sitting there waiting to either get towed in, or in the first place, like Jack said, why would Wyatt call Cito? It's crazy. The reason we turned down Coast Guard is, why would we call Coast Guard if Cito could pull us in? But we fixed the boat and we ran into Fort Bayou, and that's it. The Cito call was completely enhanced, and these people just want to believe what they want to hear. And that's exactly what they're doing. So it's just crazy to me that people have tried to twist this and twist the audio. When we came out with the first interview, it debunked half these lies, and now you don't hear about any of it. You don't hear about the pool party because it was on June 27th. You don't hear about anything else that was mentioned. Thousands of lies. And now, the audio comes back, and all of a sudden we can hear Nolan yelling in the background, screaming, we're screaming about how he's dead. That's just a complete lie. And it's another lie to push this narrative that people don't want to turn down. It's insane to me.
What is your thoughts on
that? Is crazy.
That it is. That it is.
Al, welcome. Welcome. And then there was one more video that I wanted to play that's been recent. Just
Do you
bear with
feel
me.
like you got a good case here?
Okay, so this is Trump's, I guess it's his former defamation lawyer. There's some clips about him going after all these people that are pushing lies and all this crap. So the boys are now coming out swinging, and they got a profile lawyer in on the case on all this.
Or, what's your perspective in that? Because, people are online. Obviously, they know who you are. Obviously, they know you represented Donald Trump in some pretty high profile cases. And so now that you've joined, or at least now you work for the young men here, you hear them say things like they've been accosted, they've been, threatened online. Does that make your case a greater case, or how do you work within what's happening to these young men?
Well, unfortunately, I wish there was no case. I wish this hadn't happened. But unfortunately, because these things did happen, there is a case, and now there's multiple cases. And I'm going to tell you something. If you're out there and you lied about these guys, you lied about my guys, you lied about Tyler's guys here, if you lied about Morgan, if you lied about Jax, if you lied about Warren, we're going to get you. And you're going to be hauled into court. You're going to be held accountable. And it's going to be very painful. And what I would say to the people who have done that is, now's your chance. If you want to apologize and retract before you find yourself in court, you should probably do that now. Because if you don't do that, once you're in court, now you just can't leave. You won't be able to get out of it.
Do you feel like you got a good case? How do you think this should have gone?
What is the chat's thoughts on this case? Do y'all think it was accidental? Very curious. I mean, y'all don't all let us know at the same time now.
Well, they're probably all typing, or some are typing. There was one more video that I wanted to play. Just give me 1 second to find it. Oh, wait, was it part of?
Yes. Yeah. You made a good point about that. It's very sad, Miss Roxanne. I think we'll have some answers pretty soon on this one, though. As soon as those results come back. Find the video.
I'm going through it. Just give me 1 second.
You're fine.
It's a 24-minute video, but I have to get to the point that was very important. Is it this?
Thank you, Charlotte. We appreciate you. Very sweet. We're precious to watch.
Oh, thank you, Charlotte. We appreciate it.
Yeah, usually I'm way more upbeat, but it's just been a day. It has been a day.
Just I'm getting to it. Just give me one more minute. I apologize. I should have had this ready.
You are good. Usually I fill in the quiet gaps because, I talk so much. But like I said, today has been a day. So I apologize, everyone, for being off my normal chipper self. I'm trying. Definitely going to be journaling tonight. That's for sure. Well, I still wanted to let people know what was going on. Well, kind of going on. Just aggravating ass day. Aggravating ass month. One thing after the other.
Oh, here it is.
That's life though, right? Yes, I got up at 3 a.m. and I could not go back to sleep. And once I'm up, I'm up. I kept trying. I couldn't. Hopefully I'll be able to sleep tonight, but I'm not counting on it.
All right, so here's an important question that Officer Tatum asked the two lawyers about all this. Why this might
Did you, Mama? I had to go say hi to Mark. I had to.
Okay. You want me to play it?
Go for it.
Oh crap. Sorry, everybody. Oopsies. I keep looking over my shoulder.
You're good. I'll let you know if I see him.
Okay. Yeah, because I can hear. I don't know if you guys can hear, but there's some disturbances in the air.
Well, maybe we should wrap it up after this. What do you think?
Yeah, because
Okay.
And I try to be as impartial as possible. When I talk to those young men and I see the hurt in their eyes, I'm listening to the genuineness in their statements, providing evidence, cooperating with law enforcement. This is such a terrible thing that have happened to these young men. They can't even go out to eat in some places without people accosting them for no reason. And you have to, and the way I look at it is that people would not even be showing them stuff on a cell phone saying, is this you? Trayston, and I know you guys don't represent Trayston, but Trayston going to a grocery store or a corner store to get a Gatorade is being refused because of why? It's not the police department. So then we're left to say, how did they get into this light? And I believe that a lot of it came from defaming pictures that have been put out, insinuating. Here's the thing that I want you guys to talk about for the audience to understand is that there is a lot of people that claim to be journalists and they want to use their journalistic amendment for, First Amendment right to say, well, I'm just asking questions. Well, but I do think that some of it may have gone a little too far. Can you guys speak? I don't know if Tyler or Ed, whoever wants to take this, can you guys speak to some of the people that think that they're going to be somehow hidden behind journalism and not be affected by some of the things that they've said that have caused trauma to these young men?
Yeah, just for context, there have been, because there's already some, I don't know if it was a rumor or not, but there's been talk that the boys are going to go after a lot of these people that have been saying lies towards them. And now there are people saying, oh, well, it's my First Amendment right, free speech. And, like they're trying to use allegedly. And I think this is the clip where you have in situations like this, you have to be very careful using the term allegedly, because there's something written that does not keep you, like it doesn't save you just because you said allegedly. And that's why Officer Tatum said that it's gone way past like the First Amendment. Like this is now getting to territory that, yes, we do as a country have free speech, but if you scream fire in a theater, and there is no fire, you're in big trouble. They're going to come after you. And that's basically what he's saying here, is that this is turning into a situation where you can't hide behind that. This is like you yelling fire or racism or whatever, and now you're beyond being saved by the First Amendment.
Well, before Ed gets started, and he's really the go-to on this one, but I will say that I don't know if you remember this. I remember a time when journalists had credibility and they had integrity. A lot of these people online, they want to use the label of journalist, but they don't want the responsibility that comes with it. Look, we absolutely have a First Amendment right in this country that you can say just about whatever you want. And you can lie. You can absolutely tell a lie. It's your First Amendment right to lie. But what you can't do is lie and hurt someone with that lie. That's not how this works. So I'll let Ed talk more about that, but you can't lie and hurt someone. That rule number one.
Well, look, we're an open book. All of us, we're all open books. That's why we're willing to meet anybody, anyone, anywhere, anytime, on any show, because we're telling the truth. And that goes for Warren, Morgan, and Jax too. That's why you see us everywhere this week, because we want to get the truth out, and we're going to take every opportunity to do so. And this is why we love evidence. This is why we want more evidence to come out. We want all the evidence to come out, because we want to know how Nolan Wells tragically died. And when you have the truth on your side, it's very liberating, and it's a good feeling. And that's why we want the answers too. But we're going to do it the right way. We're going to do it with humility, right? All along, we've maintained we don't know what happened. We don't know what happened to Nolan Wells, but we at least have the humility to acknowledge that we don't know, and that, quite frankly, there are many more things that we don't know than we do. But that's the difference. We're not out there defaming people. All this defamation is just this avalanche of insanity, right? It's this rush to judgment where people pour accelerant on a fire, and that is a forest fire that's going to get out of control right quick.
And Tyler, because I know you started with the boys early on. I think, Ed, you joined more recently. But Tyler, did they ever reach out to you? Did Benjamin Crump reach out to you?
So there you have it.
That guy kind of looks like JLR. I'm sorry, I had to say it. The one with the Carl Cox hat on.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No,
Okay.
you're good. So yeah, stay tuned. We're going to keep talking about both these cases. It's kind of like, I mean, we're just gonna say there's very little that's coming out.
Mhm.
More so on this Nolan Wells thing, because of the cell phone just got brought up this week. So I wanted to make sure that we talked about that, because that's important. That's going to play a pivotal role.
Absolutely.
And I think the reason why the family is being the way they are with the cell phone and wanting like all these different groups or whatever backing them up is just so that they can keep screaming bloody racism. That's just my opinion. That's just the way how I see things going. I'm not the only one that's saying it. And you just go by actions.
Well, look who's in their corner too. You can't help but to think that with Sharpton and Crump.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, yeah, I'm anxious to see the autopsy results too. But I really do. I feel like it's accidental. I really do. And I don't know. Y'all just keep praying for these boys, and praying that we have some answers.
Pray for the families too.
Yeah. Yep. And pray that we have some answers soon on both of these cases. We try to bring up Nancy Guthrie a little bit on every show, just to kind of help keep her name out there too. That is one that I started watching from the very beginning. I didn't even know that there were streamers that would actually go into detail. So to where we could actually see it, live. And like Miss Roxanne said earlier, we learned more from them than we did the news or anything. So God bless them and the work that they do. And I hope everyone has a wonderful rest of your day. That we're going to wrap this up. Is there anything else you wanted to say?
We have a show tomorrow.
2 p.m. Eastern.
And then we have a show on Sunday with Daphne and Shibby.
Yes. Daphne's Case Files and Sweet Dude Shibby.
And we're going to talk about
Lily and Jack in Canada. That case.
Which, do you know a little bit about it? Just so that everybody knows what that's about. Yeah. Let me see. Give me 1 second. I think she sent me something earlier today. So it's another case that Daphne has been on top of and stuff like that. So we're going to be on her show Sunday. We posted it in Discord, and I think I posted it on X as well, the time. So just stay tuned for that. It's going to be a fun show. Daphne is very professional. She's very talented. I actually like going on her show because she's like very well prepared. She comes with it's almost like slideshows of like everything that she's talking about, which makes the conversation a lot easier and the flow of the conversation a lot easier for everyone involved whenever she does like these panels and stuff. So definitely, if you have time, watch us live or when we or replay. Other than that, I don't know where she went.
Right here.
Oh, there she is.
Sorry, I had to pop back in.
No, you're good.
But
Did
yes,
you know anything about that case?
Yeah, is 2 missing children in Nova Scotia. Lily, that was 6, and Jack, that was 4, and they went missing in under mysterious circumstances. And we still don't have any answers for those 2 children either. So we will be discussing that Sunday. And all that goes into details with that. I don't want to go too far into it. But there's definitely a lot of foul play involved with that case. Is that all?
Yep.
Okay.
If you want to join our Discord, let us know.
Yes, Mama Donna, he does. He does. I was so excited, and he followed me back on X and started liking some of my content. I was excited.
So if you want to join us on Discord, just let myself or Crystal know, and we will give you the invite link to it. So we're just trying to create like a community Discord for you guys where you can post, your opinions and stuff like that. There's forums that we've created for you guys to post articles and videos, whatever you want. Discord's very, very good for that. And if you want to hit us up on X, you're more than welcome to. We would love to have you. And we're just, chill people, just getting as much information as we can out there to everyone and keeping Nancy's name alive and keeping Nolan Wells in our prayers and his family and even the boys for all that they've had to go through. So with that being said, we love you, fam. Thank you for watching. We appreciate every single one of you, and we will see you guys tomorrow if you want to join us.
Yes, we love y'all.
Bye.
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 I think we'll
Bye.
stop. Bye. Okay, I was going to
We had
stop
to
at
do it
2.
3 times. Okay.
Mhm. All right. Bye, everybody. Love yous.